going back where I was, right? It didn't work. Not for me. I'm not going back where I was. Then, because when I try to sell drugs, I break out in felonies. When I use drugs, I break out in felonies. I go to jail. And I have a problem with drugs, so if I pick it up, if I don't pick it up, I don't have to worry about getting high. It's part of the process. If I pick up the dope and sell it to you guys, and you don't come by it today, I'm gonna start smelling it. Then I might taste it. Then I need a match. You guys got flames, but you got some special, I mean, I hope you got one in the car, but the special kind. Y'all can just rub, high tech, rub the side of this thing and the flame come out. Right? You don't waste time on matches. That's the old school stuff. So now you're hiding.
I ain't got torches.
I told you, bro. Look, your mama told you when he was little. His mom and his dad told him, don't play with matches. Don't play with matches. But it's interesting, even in the drug world of using, right? Cartoons are influencing things. Cartoons influence you to use drugs, right? You think about Popeye. Remember Popeye?
Yeah.
Right? Popeye had a pipe, right? He did. Popeye had a goddamn pipe, right? And Popeye, right, got this substance, right? He got a substance to go up in the air and come into the pipe, right? To be who he really wanted to be, right? That's our problem. We're not happy with who we are. We're bored. We think, I wish I can't sing. I'm not excited. I'm not a dance. I got 2 left feet. But if you get a pipe like Popeye and a substance,
Popeye was getting high
in the pipe, right?
I missed that.
You think you're on the moon, right? So watch out for the cartels. Watch out for getting influenced by people, right? You are great already.
Right.
We just gotta dig in there and find those endorphins and make them come alive. You can have a natural high, right? Everything most of the things you've done that you credit yourself when you were high, you can actually do it being sober. Just pretend. Hey, hello, how you doing? Hello, Mr. Edward. My name is Mr. James. I just came to apply for your executive position, and you don't have to be high. Then after you do it, you can go back to yourself and go, right? Blow it out. You were scared, but you did it. You practiced everything healthy, sober instead of being high. Don't depend on having to buy courage. Buy courage. That's a drug, a poison. Don't do it. It's too much to lose. It's not worth the gamble. It's not worth the gamble. You can be young and bust your heart out, taking one hit. We know people that have taken a hit of some stuff and their brain went, woo! They went to the gas station. They was going to school, Casamont. Had a real nice car. They hit something, walked to the gas station. 30 years later, that gas station had changed so many times to different stuff and different names. And guess where that person is at?
The gas station.
He's still at the gas station 45 years later. Because he played with his life. He gambled with his family. He said it's okay to have a hot beer, right? Everybody needs a hot beer after work. But some of us not even going to work. We want a hot beer. Not a cold beer. A hot beer. Man, this beer could be 4 days old. Just stick in the cola. But it didn't spill on the rug. So, man, what's this right here? So you drinking a hot beer. Hot beers get you 52 weeks too. Oh yeah. So we was on 3. Are you someone who chooses blame? Okay, number 3. Are you someone who chooses blame game relationships where you and your partner believe blaming each other is a process of uplifting and constructive criticism? Sometimes we so sick, we say, look, I'm trying to help you. That's why I said that. You always fuck it up. If I just tell them they always fuck it up, they'll get better. said, well, why don't you just say something positive? No, I ain't gonna say nothing positive. They need hard love. Where did you get this analogy of hard love being good? Well, my mama treated me like that. My mama said I wasn't shit. I said, so do you think when you look in the mirror, you're looking at something great? Well, no, I'm looking at what it is. Well, it didn't work. It didn't work for you, so why work it and put it on your kids? Now, the thing about parenting is a role modeling position, right? And we can either, women, fathers, and mothers can raise children to be good husbands and good wives, or someone worse's nightmare because of what we taught them, what we role model in front of them. You say, no, they're gonna be their own people. Well, listen, children don't even know how to walk when they come out. They don't even know how to crawl. And look, after watching Daddy, the head, you said your head. Now, Section 8 in her name now, but you still the head. Okay.
Oh no!
So, so anyway,
I got it when it.
Yeah, well, we know when it started, but so when they watching Mom and Daddy walk and run around, they actually touch a chair or a couch, and when they get up and they start scooting. Why would they scoot? Because they're mimicking their parents. They see their parents in an upright position. So they no longer want to stay down crawling, they want to walk too, because they're watching, right? Now, all of a sudden, the 2-year-old is speaking, right? The 3-year-old is speaking. You didn't even know they can really verbalize different stuff. And then the child says, fuck you, bitch. What? What you say? Pow, pow, pow. Why you say that? You don't say nothing like that. Where you get that from? I got it from you, Mom. I got it from you, Daddy. You say it all the time. I thought that was okay to say. I didn't know it was a bad thing. But we're teaching our, right?
Good.
And we're blaming each other, but we're participants too. We're blaming each other, but we're participants too. An argument can't be a good argument unless more than two people are participating, right? I know I don't want to take the blame. I want to say it's her all the time, you know? But you got to write out a new script. It gets boring in life if you don't write out a new script for your relationship, especially after 6 or more years. They want, like, where we go from here?
That's crazy.
Oh, we just go sit on the couch. No, that's not good. You gotta bring something new to the relationship. You gotta act like she's your girlfriend, your brand new girlfriend. You just met her yesterday. How you gonna get this one? Start acting like that. Renew it. Renew it. Put some magic in it. Because that old stuff ain't working no more. That normal argument, we're gonna do this, we're gonna act stupid, you gotta become brand new. If you want something you never had, you have to do some things you never done. You know? You gotta ask yourself, am I going where I'm watching or I'm watching where I'm going? You can write some of this stuff down, but no.
I know what it is, my finger broken. That's your finger.
Your finger, your thumb, and all that. Now, you can be the baby toe. You don't have to be the head all the time. Right?
Yeah.
So would you rather be the arm? If you had to be anybody's part, would you rather be the arm, the ear, the toes, or what?
I'll be stomach. So
Okay, you
lay
be
on
stomach.
me. Everyone lay on me.
Okay, now you might want to think about this when you go home. When you go back to violate your restriction.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. I miss my kids tremendously with that.
Okay, but you been over there. You done got
I'll
that
do the job.
so many times
I got
since
too
you
much
caught your
to do,
case. You got it as soon as you got out.
That's
You
my
went back
job
over
over
there.
there. I'm not
Am I
doing
right?
that.
You went back over there when you got off. You seen her. Y'all been kicking it, right? She
Yeah.
said, I miss you. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
said you sorry. Now, I would like you to think about becoming the baby toe in a relationship, because being the head, you gotta let people run stuff sometime and quit trying to fuss on who's calling the shot. Say, baby, you right. Give up your right to be right. You right. I don't know what I was tripping on. Every time she get in an argument, go to the level and say, you right, I was tripping. I said, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Baby, you right. It's hard to argue with somebody that tells you you're right. It's very hard to argue with somebody. People are waiting for you to say that they're not right, right? But when you argue with a person that's not right and you're not right and all that, you can be up for 2-3 days fussing about who's right. Give up your right to be right, but also become the baby toe. The reason why I say become the baby toe, because the baby toe is the strongest part on the body. The baby toe keeps the body in balance. If you lose the baby toe, ooh, you're gonna fall, right? You think the other toes are important, are good for your balance. That little bitty toe, right? That means shrink your ego, shrink your control, right? You can still be the muscle in the family, but don't try to fight with a fighter. You know she's that fighting type. She's right? But she needs somebody to use psychology on her so she can stay calm, right? She something could have happened to her when she was little. Where if something happened to her, some disrespect, some molestation, where she has a fight in her, she has to. She has to protect the little girl. Didn't nobody protect the little girl when she was young, right? And so when you come in certain ways, her defenses come up. She gotta protect it. And you gotta say, baby, it's not me. I'm not the enemy. I'm not the guy that did. I'm not the person that mistreated you. I'm here for you. Are you sure? Yes, baby, yes.
Yeah,
You need some coffee or something? I was gonna give you my hot beer, but I didn't really want to share the hot beer, you know, because it's mine. but so okay, number 4. When you think about who you are and who the person you've always wanted when you think about who you are and the person you've always been known to be, are you known to be the mastermind of most acts, conspiracies, and plots? And whenever those plots go bad, you enforce the domestic blame game on the people you were with. I mean, are you known to be that? Because sometimes you be like, I'm hella smart. I got this, I watch this. Then when it go bad, we enact the domestic blame game on somebody because I didn't ride with your ass. I usually ride by myself. But I brought your raggedy ass in, right? And we blame it and blame it. Yeah. It's a sick thing. And it's the kind of thing that can get you cancer. You can get you some diseases in your body because you are producing these hormones through not being happy and not being at peace. And fussing and blaming and all that stuff. The house should be a better house than a house with that kind of furniture in it, my brother. You know, you got the kind of furniture in your house, you know, fuck you couches, argument, coffee tables, you know, all these pieces of furniture got different names to them. And you might have to get some new furniture and a new attitude. If you change your outlook, you can change your outcome.
Sometimes like the relationship ain't working and you it's not working and you think that you're supposed to make it work as a black man for your family, but it's just not. And it's like that and it's like me doing great things makes her feel inferior. So I start letting her do things. You know, her not understanding paperwork and me all the Section 8, that was on me, right? So after that, like she crying, I can't handle it. We got it, you know, I had to do it with my cousin, a female cousin was like living with my mom, and we had to. So I understand the process. Like, we can get through this, don't give up. All the trips, and we went and stayed here first, and I'm in Desto, and out for a year, then they let us pick somewhere, and all this stuff, and you know, and then dealing with her daughter's father, he a trip.
So now that you figured out,
so
no matter what you do, it's not working, even though you still want to say sometimes. Would you be okay if, as you decided what to do, because I don't know if you fully decided, you got this, it's not working. Okay, it's not working, it's just mostly talk. Maybe a little bit of action, but not much action.
No, then we
What
had
if
kids.
somebody came in and took the weight off of this thing for you? What if somebody came in and could bring out the best in her and be a good provider for the kids?
Yo, bye. I take the daughter back with you too, but my kids weren't there yet. She didn't been away, and we didn't got back together. But it was all this. I don't have nobody. You know, I don't have nobody.
What if
I
she
lost
finds
Josh.
somebody? What if she finds somebody that takes care of
She
you?
didn't find a lot of. What is this?
Would you let her take care of him?
She ain't gonna let him take care of her. I'm daddy of the year. Like, them kids sleep with me. Like, mommy she ain't got space for them in the bed. We in the.
So you wouldn't let a guy come in?
I would praise her daughter before I ever had kids.
Well, I know, but
I don't even understand how. I mean,
okay, I'm ready, man.
I'm sorry. I got comfortable.
No, you can't get
It's
out.
only my third class.
This is what I'm trying to ask you this. I want to know, if a guy comes in, he said he's daddy of the year, and a guy comes in to take care of his woman and all the kids, right? He said, but he's still daddy of the year. Now, what if this guy is such a great guy that he'll let you move in one of the rooms and be daddy of the year still?
There's no such thing as.
Would you do that? Would you move in with your girl's new guy?
My kids wouldn't let him in. They would trip off of it. Like, they can't stand being without
Would
him.
it hurt you if they didn't put him out? If your kids accept it?
If my kids, well, at this point, being in jail over, they had 8 charges on me, all the charges, and me thinking I was really about to face 2 years probation violation, this and all these extra charges that she wasn't even pushing for. Well, I swear, with me coming out of that, ooh, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job, but a lot of other things, I still got my spot. It's a couple of things that I had in jail I was stressing over. And, you know what I'm saying, I got my workout back on, so I'm like, I got my health tick going. I'm seeing how much, you know, I think this is my first time.
Push-ups.
Yeah, push up, pull up, dip.
I got mine back though after I left all that BS.
Yeah, you feel me? I was cool. I'm not even, but truly, I did have to dealing with that. But fortunately for me, it was like 2 or 3 brothers in there the same age as me going through the same thing. One of them had twin 14-year-olds, and he was like, you gonna be back here like me.
So how many charges was it about?
It was 8 charges.
Okay,
They dropped
8 charges.
7.
See, this is interesting. Let's say first 30 minutes of class, 36, 37 minutes. I asked the question, how many years you been getting down was the question. And he said, huh? And you guys laughed.
That's what
And
he
he said,
asked
I'm getting
the
down
question.
what? I said, how many years you been beating down women and kicking ass and all that? How many years? And so he laughed. Oh no, I didn't do this and that. But it's kind of puzzles me as an observer that all I did was I didn't hit her and all that. Now, out of 8, I didn't hit her. It seems like something had to have some kind of weight to get 52 weeks. But to say, I did this, I did that. I'm sure one of them probably was also a terrorist threat, since I don't want to admit that I touched her. Then I pushed her, but I didn't hit her. That was an answer a guy gave me some years ago. He said, nah, all I did was push her, and she fell into the mirror and broke it. I said, well, that's a goddamn domestic violence attack.
I take that.
You pushed her ass into the mirror.
I take that.
And all that. Yeah, come
I
on.
take that.
I held her
I take
down
that.
by her neck, right? But okay, now he'll take that. And he also, when they were talking to him, because I went the first conversation, and my man went the first conversation they had with this guy, right? The first conversation when it comes to I'll take that was the 52 weeks of domestic violence. When he sat in that courtroom and said, I'll take that. That was the first time he used that language. I'll take that. I'll take that. So he might give him a nickname, I'll take that. Right? Hopefully he won't keep taking what people give them.
Ooh,
right?
man, I took
I'll take-
everything.
Yeah.
I took
okay.
everything. It's so funny that
So can I ask you one
They-
question before you go?
Mhm.
One more time. Because this is almost.
just, yeah, you make me straighten up
The
and
one,
listen.
the
God,
one thing
I
I
like
want to
it.
ask you one more time, because of my memory sometimes can get good, is how many years you been getting down?
Ah.
Right.
The officer said the officer said there is no restraining order. I'm terminated. This is unbelievable. He took me to the bar. He said, "You drunk? You need to go now. I'll take you to the bar." It's ridiculous. He's like, she drunk. She had
He
DUI.
says no
She
restraining
had
order.
probation. What's it called? Work alternative program. SWAT. She had all that. Flipping over cars. She wrecked 2 of my cars. Drug her. I'm trying to get rid of her friends.
So what he basically is asking you, I think kind of missing the point.
You still missing
So
that.
what he
I'm
asking you,
How many
when he
times?
said you get
How long
knocked
have you been
down,
beating that woman?
Alright, but no, I get that. I'm
Yeah.
saying I never. This is all her.
You get
Her
that, but you
mama.
don't
They
get
twisted
that.
me, and then the county ran with it.
alright,
They
that's
even
where-
threw. They had the whole. They had. Would you read? If you read, I'll bring it to you.
It's
I'll bring it to you.
impossible to be in your situation
I'll bring it to you.
and not hit somebody.
Peep this.
Oh no! It's not because they said now about the verbal abuse. I take
No,
it.
6 years of insanity is impossible.
Like fam, like
Be where you at, not put your man.
Then I would have worse. 6 years of what we been through. I would have way worse for what we
They
didn't
didn't
been through.
call them on the days when you socked her up.
There wasn't no days when we started. There was days when she called the police because
You
I wouldn't let her in my
you
house,
hit her when
and
she
the
broke-
cops tried to get into my. Sorry.
When she wrecked you say cars or car?
2.
Okay, she wrecked both cars. Was you in the car with her?
Mm-mm.
So what kind of chastisement and pain did you give her?
Oh man, I drove straight all the way from here, all the way to Pittsburgh. Left. It was the 4th of July, and man, I made her. I did what I did.
Made her what?
I made her like get in the
Have
bath
sex
and
with-
relax. Oh no, I rubbed her down like.
Okay.
I guess, I told you I trained. I learned to rub. I try to act like I know the little
Okay.
physical.
You wrecked my car.
Never that.
I'm gonna strip
No,
you
she-
down.
no, she
I'm
gone.
gonna tear your panties off,
No.
and you're gonna serve me.
No, she was
if
in the
you
hospital.
wreck my car.
No, she was out.
So no, okay, you wrecked my car. I'm gonna put your ass in the hospital.
No, like that was our car, man. I'm just saying, like my car. I didn't. After that, I had.
What about the second time? You said it was 2 cars, right?
Second time she pulled up to the second time she pulled up to the house. This was the other car we got.
Right.
This was one of the situations where I was like, I'm not coming over there. You play too many games. Your mama, you tripping. And I was back at my family house, and she pulls up out the blue with the whole axle and just the whole. She like,
So y'all didn't meet in the hospital, right?
Hmm?
You didn't meet her in the hospital when you first met her.
no.
No, I'm saying that because one time, a few times, more than once, because I just date one girl now, but sometimes I used to be young, I was once young, and meet people at different places, wash houses and stuff. But then I had to look at my list when I wrote a list out. I've been to certain hospitals and met women. I've been to the one on 150th. I've been to Highland, and y'all know the one on 150th.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I did meet her at the hospital
Right,
straight
yeah,
up.
John George.
Exactly. I met her at John
Yeah.
and George. That's exactly where I met her.
Okay.
That's basically the equivalent.
Okay.
I dated
And that's
my
all
god
right.
sister,
That's all right.
whose
That's
mama was on dope her whole life, so
Yeah.
she was always with her.
Yeah, but see, the good thing, what I tell them all the time, and I make a little joke about it, but I'm really serious, is that after a person has been locked down on 150th for a while, when they get out, they look much better, right? And they're cool, calm, and anybody can go. The most attractive women, most handsome guys can go to some of these places. So when they get out, you can find a person at the bus stop. They could be out and need a ride. He's had 2 cars. So he has no problem seeing the pretty women at the bus stop that just came out of 150th, right?
You tripping.
Take
it straight from my leg up.
But what happens is some men are very neat and put all this stuff. I'm not really one, and most of us is not all that neat. So what we do, we come in tired of so and so and throw our drawers, pants, and all. Shouldn't be get messy. We pick it up, but then sometimes we leave it in there at no extra time. So when it comes to making sure someone has their medication,
Ooh.
we are not that good with it, and we suffer the consequences.
Yes, sir.
Now, at 7 in the morning, there should be something given. There's another time, maybe at 12, there should be some food with some medicine, right? But see, he doesn't know because it's too much for him. He got kids to take care of and all that. And so now he's here, right? It can be both people. Sometimes I don't take my medicine. I got diabetes for 36 years. And I suffer the consequences if when I'm driving, I can be busy, and I need to take my medicine and eat. So if you don't take your medicine on time, you can also black out. You can remember this whole 6 to 7.5 year relationship and say, I never hit him. But he's right, he didn't hit him. But there's more than one person within ourselves.
Nah,
If I'm 10 people,
She was
I'm crazy,
here.
I'm cuckoo,
She
I'm
got
cuckoo.
anger management
Well, let
3
me
years
say
before I
that.
ever
But if
did.
we met at the same hospital, then that means that there's a possibility of not remembering what I do when I'm off my stuff, my meds. Right? You have choked people out before. We ain't talking about women. You have that fight with
I
God.
think I got one.
And don't even
bitch that
remember
got
the
it.
fight. All you know is you had busted knuckles, one of your teeth missing, maybe he got you too.
And I'm lucky enough to remember my fight.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm just thinking.
So anyway,
But I got that.
are you known to start arguments with your relationship partner and start the blame game over who left the toilet seat up in the bathroom? Do you start those kind of arguments? Like, I didn't leave it up. Well, it's only you and her, right? And you must have left it. Well, why would I? She said, why would I leave the toilet seat up? Right? That's a man thing. Men lift the toilet seat up, right? But we do things unconsciously and we forget to give our partners their medicine at certain times, right? And we blame them for being crazy, but we pick them from certain places. Either you're gonna shop at Macy's or you're gonna go to D's, right? And they're gonna be a different quality of clothes, right? I'm just gonna be on you, right? So number 6. Do you blame some, most, or all of the women or partners you've been with for forcing you to hit them and beat them down? She made me do it. I'm just saying she made me. She wrote it out on a paper. She got her crayons and wrote it on the wall. She made me do it, right? And then she threw my clothes out the window. She said she was gonna burn them up with some lighter fluid. So I had to get her.